Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 49 of Red Dirt and Stardust, a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition Western and science fantasy campaign. So, where last we left the party prepared themselves for their fight with General Gozo, the flying monkey general. In the process, during the night, the ghost horse attempted to murder one of the family members, but in turn, they killed it, Jed dispatching it with a guiding bolt that dealt, 114 damage in one go because it was
Something like
third
that.
level and it was vulnerable to radiant. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was a crit.
And I get bonuses to radiant damage.
Yep.
Very true. It was
It
something.
was insane.
Afterwards, they got the townspeople into the sheriff's office to protect them from General Gozo as he arrived with his flying monkey vizier playing cymbals.
God,
They leapt into action. Chauncey cast haste on himself, but swiftly lost concentration on it after he was pummeled by General Gozo. The group leaped into action, but not before Valacar took a finger of death directly to the face from the flying monkey with cymbals. Surprisingly, it could cast such a high-level spell. It turned into an all-out melee brawl, with flying monkeys being killed from the sky, and eventually General Gozo going down to Atasha's hideous laughter and a hammer directly to the face from Chauncey. And it is
So,
actually there that we pick back up as you all are standing in the town square along with Luann, who barely got a hit in on General Gozo, but certainly tried her damnedest. Um, as the flying monkeys have finished their flight back to the town they came from.
so let me get this straight. While I was in New York watching Wicked, you guys were fighting flying monkeys.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
correct.
That is
Okay.
correct.
Yes.
Yeah. Just wait for Jed to start flying and singing Defying Gravity.
I'm gonna.
Red, not green.
I was
Okay.
gonna say he's the wrong color.
I could
So I'm
full on
assuming
see
Chauncey is
Lyla
going to be
dressed
forced
up
to play
as,
the part of Glinda.
Yes.
Well, I could
Chauncey
see.
definitely gets to be Glinda. 100%.
I'm gonna go up to Luann and just be like,
Okay.
Luann, I love the spirit. The spirit moves me sometimes, just like it seems to have moved you in rather unfortunate ways.
So many ways.
But there's something called strategy, Luann. You can look at me. When a magical person such as myself has performed some sort of enchantment on an enemy, if you hit them, they wake up. So next time one of your like cleric or other magic friends, when you're doing your paladin business or roaming around, when they do that, just remember that for the next time.
I will certainly keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
safe to bring the townspeople out?
Well, you done fucking up.
I guess.
Then I guess.
One of the flying monkey corpses just like slorps off of a roof.
It
just like
finishes
splats
sliding
down.
off the roof.
Like a wet flop.
Yeah.
Chauncey's just swinging Pyre around to flick off Gorilla Brain.
Where was I in this?
Oh gosh.
You
was with
were
us.
on a roof
You were on a roof at one point,
Yes.
then came
so
down.
that you could snipe with lightning bolt, but then you had to come down because shit hit the fan and you had to
Yeah.
run down. And you did get briefly attacked by flying monkeys, but managed to fend them off, to my memory.
Oh, and we think we got your shadow thingy off.
Oh, yes, you.
Thingy.
I think we managed to
the
do
shadow
that.
puppet.
Shadow puppets.
You
Yes.
shadow
Oh,
puppeted General Gozo.
Yeah. We managed to get that to be. That was pretty helpful. Held
Yeah.
him in place for a little bit.
How's Valacar looking HP wise?
Oh Christ. Okay, let me.
Better, but not the best. I think he got some healing from Jed's radiant healing thing,
Yeah, let me
healing
see.
light.
Oh wow.
But it was not very much because Finger of Death is like 7d12 plus 40 hit points. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, damn.
I'm slightly above half.
I
So
will. Chauncey, after flicking the brains off, is going to come over to Valacar, start rifling around in the bag of holding before just pulling out some bandages that have been imbued with magic, obviously, because Artificer. I'm going to cast a second level Cure Wounds on him.
hey,
Where's my D8s? Here they are.
we like that.
I'll hold Pyre while you're doing that, and I just like look at how gross it is. I'm like, ugh. I cast prestidigitation on it
I
to
was
clean it
gonna
up.
You're going to get 13 hit points back.
Hey, we
God,
like
healing
that.
sucks in this game.
Damage prevention is key, not recovery.
Oh, yeah.
Very much so.
Much as I appreciate the patching up, if we're done smashing gorillas, can we like sit the fuck down for 5 goddamn minutes?
Yeah, yeah.
Meanwhile, Chrysanthus is on top of one of the monkeys, just like digging its one of its eyes out.
Mm.
Oh, speaking of like
Hot.
pets and stuff, Taily Poe just kind of cat glances over.
Sorry.
Like she ate the canary at this point because she's symbol darted the one that nearly killed Valacar. She
Yeah.
killed shot.
Yes.
Killed it.
Yeah. And Chauncey's just gonna shake his head at his own fucking homunculus.
So I will say, if you all want the non-magical symbols, you may have the non-magical symbols.
Who would get
They
the most
are
use out of them?
monkey-sized.
I think
Seems like a
Valacar would
Chauncey
like
type
to
thing.
smash them
Sure.
into tiny little pieces.
I think you all determined that they were not magical.
Yeah. I cast detect magic.
Yep.
Just in case.
I mean,
Just in case they were magical.
None of their any of General Gozo stuff magical or anything.
Nope.
Cool. So I got punched and bit by a gorilla that just was a gorilla.
it was a gorilla.
It was a flying
A
gorilla.
flying talking gorilla. Okay.
I feel like we should give the symbols to Aiden.
He's not that small.
Yeah, it was a tiny monkey.
It would be like finger symbols for like a person,
Oh.
right? Like,
Should we help the townsfolk clean up these bodies?
I'm
I
not
feel
doing
like
that.
It's
Mm-mm.
probably
I need
No.
to get out of this shithole. I need to leave.
what time of day is it?
It's probably like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
High noon.
You
Well, the
want to
fight
leave
was
in
at
the
high
middle of the
noon, but
day?
it took a hot second.
We'd probably wind up camping overnight if we left now. How far away
Let's
is the
take our
nearest
one
town?
more free night in the inn, and then first crack of dawn, I want to get the hell out of here.
Amen. Or, whatever the equivalent of that
Fucking
is.
God bless, Jesus. Jed just walks off.
All right. So what are you all going to spend the rest of the day doing?
Hookers. No.
Do they have those here?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Like, this town is even smaller than Drake's Ridge, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is smaller than Drake's Ridge. The entire town, they were packed like sardines shoulder to shoulder, but they were able to entirely fit in the sheriff's office. So, kind of pretty small town.
You sneeze and you
people
pass
at
through
most.
it.
I mean, Jed doesn't have a
Okay.
ton he really wants to do here, so
Yeah, no, Luann kind of sucked. I mean, the I mean,
Everyone
I
hated
get her
her.
character, like she was doing what she was supposed to do, but also fuck you.
I'm good. I'm good to do with whatever you guys want to do. I don't have like any connection to this place right now.
Yeah, this is
the
nobody
our
else
next
left to
lead is just going where? Like,
scarecrows. Something about scarecrows.
Broken Branch.
Broken Branch. Okay.
The route that you were given, I know it's been a while. The route that you were given was to head from Rusty Cross to Stag Chapel, which you did, and then to head to Serenity Rock, which is right here. And then after Serenity Rock, you hit Broken Branch, and that's about 1 day's ride away.
All right.
And then it's 2 days to Coyote's Cliff, and then one more day to Bad Tusk, where apparently the Gunpowder Witch Coven is hiding out. They don't know
Yay!
where in Bad Tusk, but they do know it's in Bad Tusk. Of
Right.
course, you would know that the huckster does want you to make a pit stop at Broken Branch because that is where Full House the Goblin is. That's in his employ. And to speak with him.
Well, all right, team. Let's rest up and head to Broken Branch tomorrow.
All right.
Good enough
We
to me.
could get a carriage and rest up in there.
Don't we have a carriage?
You have a covered wagon.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
do.
okay.
We also have like a free night at an inn instead of sleeping in
Yeah.
a wagon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally gonna go for the beds.
Oh,
Probably the
also,
best option.
Chauncey and Adrien switched rooms last night. Still
Yeah.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
Valacar is sharing a room with
With Adrien.
Adrien. Yeah. I think that's right. There were only two, if I remember.
Yeah, it was a very small inn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some drinks, I don't know, maybe Valacar plays what is there, darts, pool, cards, something. He wants to whip somebody's ass at some shit.
Who wants to what?
Whip some ass?
Oh, okay. I heard that wrong.
A
feel like
concept
it-
you all are not unfamiliar with.
I mean,
I feel like it. Oh, sorry.
oh no, you're good. I was actually literally just trying to clear my throat.
I was gonna say, I feel like
Adrien would want to play like darts with Valacar, just for the fun of it.
I'm pretty good at, I don't know, whatever darts is.
I'm gonna say that darts is probably sleight of hand. So if you want to roll contested sleight of hand checks.
Oh.
It.
I'm only a +1 with that, so here's going.
Oh no. What are we doing here? Best of 3?
So that's 11.
That's a 12.
So Valacar beats you, but not by much.
Just one bullseye. That was it.
Yeah.
Won by a single bullseye.
So we do this like another time?
If you want to, sure.
Sure.
The game of darts
3.
doesn't last that long.
Oh,
That's a 17.
that's a 25.
So Valacar soundly beats you, but you do pretty good.
Well,
And if you
no,
wanna
I
go
feel
for
like with the
3.
25, not only would he beat me, but he would just decimate the board.
He wasn't even looking. Like, he was just like drinking something, like, maybe checking out, I don't know, whoever attends the horses or some shit. And he's like, man, fuck it. And bullseye again.
mind you, during this, Chauncey's got a little sketchbook out that he's hunched over.
I
He's
think
just like,
Jed is probably sitting like in a rocking chair, like on the porch or something, and I want to be practicing my skywrite ritual.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that is a thing that you have.
Okay. Did you get that from the Giants?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Got it.
So what kind of things are you writing in the sky?
Um,
Luann
Sonics to
can eat
Chauncey.
shit.
I think. Can I draw? Can I draw
I think
with
it's
clouds?
specifically words.
It's words.
That's
That's why it's
no
skywrite,
fun.
not skydraw.
But in Vox Machina, Keyleth used it to make a symbol. Yeah, you're right. It's words.
Yeah. I think
Up
technically
to
the
10
symbol was
words.
words in another language.
I thought it was just an
Well,
insignia.
Just
If a
saying.
picture is worth 10,000 words, then I should be able to draw like 1/100th of a picture.
No, what you could do
Just-
is
just
just
the
use the
eye.
letters to do like the emojis.
Smiley
God.
face. You can do little
Wingdings.
Do
smiles.
emojis count as letters?
Full
I don't
on
know.
wingdings.
Do emojis count as
It's in a
words?
D.
I don't think emojis have technically been invented, unfortunately.
I think Jed is going to be writing in Celestial because the odds of somebody understanding that are like super low.
Okay.
And it's just going to be like, get me the fuck out of here. Like,
Just
Second, I gotta
ostensibly
check this.
terrifying the townspeople who have no idea who is writing these strange letters in the goddamn sky.
but it looks like beautiful symbols in the sky.
Oh,
So I understand Celestial.
Cool. You see me writing, "Get me the fuck out of here."
Yeah. He's made it pretty clear that's what he wants. I mean,
So I will say at some point during the afternoon, Chauncey, your sending stone activates. And you hear Shaw's voice. And he says, "Hey, Chauncey, not to alarm you, but I've had some really bad visions and need to know where you are and where you're going right now."
Chauncey's like putting another arc on something. He's like, oh. He's gonna sending back. Wait, what town are we in?
Serenity Rock.
Rock, yeah.
We're in Serenity Rock on Amarillo, and we're headed to Broken Branch, I think.
And that's the one use per day that those sending stones get.
Cool.
So yeah, you've sent that little sending spell off. All right. And so unless there's any pressing matters, you all go to sleep and you have a
There before we go to the bedroom, Chauncey's just gonna pull Preacher Buchanan aside in the the disguise, and he's like, "Does this look accurate to you?" And he's gonna hand him just a notebook page, just a sketchbook page covered in Celestial that Chauncey does not even understand.
Are you just like writing down random symbols?
I mean, can you history check your own body?
Is this are you just copying what's on my body?
He copied what's on a specific part of your body.
Oh,
we get the
God.
specific parts.
It's one of those word clouds. You would read it as one of those word clouds that everybody used to make back in like 2010. And it's just like heretofore, hereby, in perpetuity. It's just legal phrase.
You gotta. It's not bad, Chauncey. Do I know what part of my body this is from?
Can I recommend something? It would imagine if Chauncey wrote the word in a way that implied the part of the body. Like it curved a certain way.
Can I roll, I don't know, history on my own body to see if I know where it's from?
Sure.
I get a +1.
Ooh.
But I got a natural 20.
Nice.
I'm gonna
Chauncey
have to do
literally
it.
has
I'm gonna
drawn
have
out
to.
the section of your tattoo on your junk.
Hey, never mind. I was about to roll for if it was the section on your junk, and it is.
I just kind of look at you and you want to take another shot at with reference this time?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wondering what we're gonna ask.
In the word celestial translates to property of Chauncey.
All right. So you all head off and you all have your long rest.
Is that what the kids are calling it?
If any particular party members want to make a constitution check.
I mean,
make a
we're making a constitution check.
Is it a save or just a con check?
A con check, as is tradition.
I thought it was a save.
No, it's a check.
Okay. Can I bite you in the middle of it again?
Oh my God.
Not this time.
I mean, it is where lava blood goes.
I got a 22.
Oh my God.
I got an 8.
Can I give him the help action this time?
Yes, I will allow this.
You could say you're giving him a hand.
Oh.
That's even worse. It was an 8 again.
Oh my God.
I thought they were saving throws. Oh, Lord.
Oh, no.
No, they were regular old constitution checks.
Don't worry, I'll make it up for both of us.
Yeah.
If a 10 is average and I got a 22 and you got an 8, that's... Fair.
Jed is a selfish lover.
Fell asleep
And
immediately
honestly, I think that
afterwards.
kind of works for Chauncey.
Oh God.
Oh,
Oh,
she's
that's
just
funny.
there taking it.
Anyway, so the next morning rolls around, the sun comes up through the blinds or shutters. I don't think I ever specified what was in this inn. Um, and the morning is yours.
Well, so I guess we were planning on early out, so Valacar
hmm
probably woke up early. Uh, breakfast, squirrel, whatever.
I don't think Adrien needs a lot of sleep, so he would also already be awake.
I
Probably
wouldn't be
bitched out
surprised.
whoever made the damn stuff. He's really disappointed in the food fare is what I'm getting at here. Like he kind of
It's
wants to
it's a
choke.
lot of grits and oatmeal.
Yeah, like fuck you.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, honestly.
What's the
Maybe
state
somewhere that has
Chauncey
somebody
and
who knows how to
Jedidiah right
cook.
now?
What?
What?
What is the state of Jedidiah and Chauncey right
Well, I
now?
come down and I still have my illusion on, so I look great.
I
What?
mean, the
No weird
room
walking.
is fine. Uh, we're fine.
We're good.
All right. So you all get your horses, get your covered wagon, and you head back out on the road. Of course, as you all leave, you see off in the distance the blown up windmill, the stones still all over the ground, the wood pieces, some of them still sticking up, some of them still laying flat on the ground. Um, and as you pass it, you go out into the great fields of Amarillo, the waving wheat, the few trees here and there, the herds of buffalo. And I would like everybody to make me a skill check, just the same as we
I'll
do for travel. I've been trying to do that a lot more.
I'll do perception.
All right.
That is go screw you. That's a 9.
Okay. Things seem nice today. It's a very nice sunny day. The wheat waving in the wind. Very pleasant.
I'm happy with this.
All right. Everyone else?
So just for flavor,
Uh-huh.
since Marcus grew up in Amarillo, something about the waving of the golden wheat out the front of the covered wagon, I guess, since it's a covered wagon that doesn't have
Mm-hmm.
windows.
Yeah.
I don't know, brought up some memory, so Marcus decided to pop out, and we'll do a history check, see if maybe he remembers anything about the terrain, just because.
All right.
Hey, look, he's a dumbass. It was a 9, so
Lots of fields.
yep.
This is going so well.
That kind of looks like. Oh no, wait. Maybe that. No, that ain't it either.
Marcus, it's been a minute.
Yeah, just thought I'd pop by to guide some good friends, but seem to have lost my bearings a little bit.
Well, hopefully we can find our way. I got a 22 on stealth.
All right. So you manage to take some lesser known roads and maybe make a cut through a wheat field at some point, to try and use the growing wheat stalks to hide as much of the cart as possible. And Chauncey?
I got a 16 plus 9 on a nature check, 25.
All right. You notice this first. It takes You think you're going crazy. It takes almost maybe 45 minutes to an hour before somebody else notices. You're smelling seawater,
Uh-oh.
which is weird because you're pretty far inland. Amarillo's pretty big. It's not the biggest plate by far, but it's bigger than Gold Rush, bigger than Red Mesa, and you've traveled several days inland. You should not be smelling seawater, and yet you are.
Oh, do you smell that?
Yeah.
Smell like we way closer to the shore than we should be.
That's
I
concerning.
see golden wheat, but I smell crab.
Um, Adrian, do you want to send your bird friends up for a look around?
Yeah, send Chrysanthus up a bit of little ways to see what's around us.
As you, I'm assuming, look through Chrysanthus's eyes, you see up ahead, there's puddles reflecting the light, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's almost like the wheat fields have flooded from something. You also see on the horizon clouds beginning to build.
Mm-mm.
Um, so this is weird. We're nowhere near the ocean, and as far as I know, it hasn't rained at all. And yet there are all these large puddles forming around us, as well as like these big clouds.
Oh, don't seem to remember that kind of weather when I was growing up. But
Can I do an Arcana or a history check to like would I be familiar with this phenomenon in my research or whatnot?
Sure, make me an Arcana check.
That is going to be a dirty 20.
All
hey,
right. So there are spells like control weather that can spread out over about a mile or so. That can change the weather quite drastically over a very short period of time. Um, it can make storms, it can make snowstorms, it can make all kinds of things, or it can calm the weather. It can cause weather to stop storming, the clouds to clear, the wind to change directions. It's possible somebody's cast control weather and that's what it is, but there's also a lot of wild magic that could be at work. Um, that could
hmm,
make magical storms, conjure natural phenomenon into existence. Um, it's unclear which one this is, but it is possible for somebody to actively do this to the surrounding land.
There's a chance that this is being caused by someone.
well, I mean, yup.
Thanks, Marcus.
Mm, what'd you want?
I mean, we should probably just be more on guard than we were. This can't be good.
I guess Marcus is gonna heft his axe up and armor a fag at this, or no, fuck it. We'll cast motivational speech, and in response to Adrian's thing, he'll be like, "Well, I don't know where I can really offer you much other than some encouraging words here. And we y'all seem to have been doing fine so far. I don't see why something as trivial as a big old puddle gonna take us out."
Better than the Valakar is.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is, what is it? 5 temp HP. Um,
And if you get hit,
and
you get advantage on the next melee attack, I think.
yes, and they have advantage on wisdom saving throws, although I think this only lasts how
Until you
long?
lose all five temporary hit points, I think.
Yes, but um, motivational speech is a minute. So we've got a minute.
Well, hopefully something happens the next minute.
Yeah.
Oof. Um, as you all are trundling along, The road does start getting incredibly muddy. The sky starts getting dark. There is that intense seawater smell. And at some point, you see a group of things. They're not sneaky. They're not really hiding at all, moving through the wheat. And coming out onto the road are about five of these creatures. They're humanoid in shape, but their skin is incredibly dry, drawn up, but also scaly. They have webbed fingers. They have almost like fins that come out from behind their ears. Their eyes are sunken and hollow. They have a mouth full of piranha teeth, and their heads are sprouting pufferfish quills.
Oh,
As they wander out onto the road, their skin slightly greenish as they kind of look around. They don't seem very bright at all, but also walking out is a very tall man, purplish skin, seems to have barnacles growing over top of him. He's wearing a large, interestingly, tricorn pirate hat that he has pulled down low, shading his face. But he also, along his arms, has almost like those octopus suckers growing off of them. He doesn't carry any weapon at all. And he turns, and you see his eyes glowing, and they're not natural human eyes, they're octopoid eyes
beautiful.
as he stares you down. And he points at you, and in a booming voice that thunders across the wheat, he says something. Does anybody speak primordial?
No.
Nope.
All right, so you do not understand it, but the voice has a power to it. And I'm going to need everybody to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, great. The one you don't get advantage on.
Um,
It's not bad.
I got a 29.
oh, I got a nat 20.
Okay. I
18.
okay. Jed, I didn't quite hear you. Did you say
23.
23? Okay, so you all succeed. This voice attempts to frighten you, but it's just a guy in the road. And so I would like everybody to roll initiative as all of the little people turn towards you and make gurgling noises.
One of these days,
So
I'd like
bad.
to roll initiative and not suck at it.
I need to play a dexterity-based character at some
Yes.
point. Percy and Jedidiah are so slow.
I got a 13.
Got a 7.
I got a
7
7
for
too.
Jed,
So
Hey.
7
Chauncey
for
normally
Adrien.
keeps Gift of Alacrity up, so maybe I'll start putting it on other people to help him. He has it on himself right now. Um, this is a 25 for Chauncey.
25 for
Right.
Chauncey. Okay. And I did not pre-roll initiative, which was a very intelligent move on my part. So I have to roll
Jed
5
just
other.
mutters, "Y'all are being awfully aggressive for something that looks so flammable."
This is the guy who doesn't have fireball.
I
Yeah,
do have
boo.
fireball.
Oh, you do have fireball.
Yes.
Yes,
Because
he
of
does have
Chauncey.
fireball.
Marcus just, well, yeah, didn't exactly sound like a friendly hello, did it?
As I'm rolling 5 creatures. Well, looks like a lot of them did better than you all.
What a
Yay.
surprise.
We'll
Oh
just
my
have to do a lot
God.
of AoE.
All right, so first up is, in fact, Chauncey.
Okay, how far away from the cart are these things?
Um, I'm gonna say they're about 90 feet away.
Okay, I'm just me, Lovey May, and I are going to hop out of the fucking cart through the front end, whatever. Chauncey just hefts Pyramol and jumps out of the damn cart. Um, For my action, I'm gonna cast haste on myself because I can't get there anyway.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna haste myself, and that doubles my movement speed so I can get to him. Because movement speed would be, well, no. 35 plus 35 is 70. Action to haste. Eh, yeah. We're Chauncey's gonna move just the extra 5 so he and Lovey may stay next to each other. So 40 feet forward. Let me double check my infusions real quick. Plus, it gives them a different target if I'm out of the thing. Infusions. I want to see how far the range is on Talipo's dart. Because she's
Hmm.
probably riding on top of the cart. Uh,
Probably.
Homunculus.
I feel like it's a pretty far shot.
It's only got a 30-foot range, so no, it's
Oh.
not. She's probably flying overhead, but that's all I can do. I can't get there. I
All
guess I could pull
right.
out the gun, but it's fine.
So you moved 40 feet, you said?
I'm gonna move 40 with this one, yeah, so that me and Lovey May are still
So if it's 90, then that means they have
50 feet to get.
50 feet. Um, so yeah. All right. So the next up is going to be a few of the sea creature things. Two of them, it looks like, followed by Lyla. So these two
Oh,
sea creature things run up to you. They're going to dash, so they can't attack you, but they can get in your space. And these things are horrible. They're also growing spines off of their arms. They also have almost these shells and barnacles growing off of them. These things are not pleasant looking and they smell horrible. They smell like gutted fish. So the
that,
two of them are going to come up to you and they have their claws out, kind of gurgling at you as they run towards you. And then that's going to be Lyla and then another sea creature.
oh,
And
I'm up.
then yes,
Okay. So yeah, Marcus still on the covered wagon. With very little movement and not much that can reach them if they're all 90 feet away.
two of them moved up, so they're about 40 feet away because they
Hey,
moved up to make it to Chauncey. So there's two of them within 40 feet of the cart.
well, cool. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I think we're just gonna debuff some of them, but do I want to mock or do I want to bane? We will, yeah, tell you what, let's bane. I'll, I guess, climb down from the cart and move up 10 feet just so I can get those two that moved up to Chauncey. And we will, yeah, charisma saving throw, please.
These do not have very good charisma.
I'm just
So
gonna do
that's a
those two.
4
Yeah, that's no.
and 10.
That'll be a no.
So those are both baned.
Yep. So attacker saving throws minus D4. And I've got a bonus action, so let's Bardic Inspiration Jed.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right. So then it's going to be another one of the sea creatures runs up. It's actually going to try and run past you, Chauncey, as it's trying to get to Marcus, who has just hopped out of the cart, and cast a spell of some kind.
So it's
Okay.
running past me.
It is. These things are not very smart.
I'll take an opportunity attack on it.
Sure.
Oh, that D20 went flying. 17 plus 10 is 27.
Good Lord, that will hit.
One would hope.
Do I need to divide out fire or bludgeoning?
No.
17 points of damage.
All right, so that is a good chunk out of that one. As it goes running by, you just swing out with your hammer and crack it in the side, and it stops and turns to face you as you've just attacked it. That means that next up, after these creatures, is going to be which one of you has the higher dexterity score, Jed or Adrien?
15.
I have 13.
So it would be Jed up first, followed by Adrien.
So they're pretty all spread apart now, aren't they?
Yes, they are. There's three of them. Well, there's three of them around Chauncey, and then two of them are 90 feet away with this weird guy.
Okay. The two that are next to Chauncey are like right next to each other, right?
Well, there's three of them. Well, no, one ran past him, got hit, kept running a little bit, and then
Cool.
turned around. So there are two of them that are close together.
Cool. I would like to cast Antagonize, and twin spell it so it affects both of them.
All right.
Cool.
What exactly does antagonize do? I
So
recognize
they
the
must make a
spell.
wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
They'll take some psychic damage, and if they fail, they both have to use their reactions to make melee attacks against each other.
oh, all right. One of them, oh wow, one of them got a natural one.
Sweet.
The other one got a natural one too. These things are
Sweet.
terrible.
And doesn't
Um,
Lila's bardic like make magic hit harder?
Yep, you can use it for spell damage.
Cool, I'll do that. So
Oh, and that's a D8. Yeah.
so they're gonna take 4d4 psychic damage, which isn't a ton. But I rolled okay. 13 plus a d8 is I rolled an 8. That's 21 psychic
Nice.
damage.
Oh,
And
goodness.
then they have to use their reactions to make a melee attack against each other.
all right. Let's see. Just a single melee attack,
I
or
believe it's one, yeah.
okay, okay. Oh, it's not that much. Okay. Ooh, this is not great at all.
Cool.
So one of them takes a swing and the other one blocks it and goes in. Um, 10. Nope, the other one misses as well as they block each other.
Damn,
But
you
they've used their
guys suck.
reactions.
And then I'll quicken spell also a firebolt.
Uh-huh.
And wow, what's my range on that? It's 120 feet. I'll hit the big guy.
All right.
They don't seem too bright, do they?
No, it's a 28 to hit,
That'll hit.
and that is 12 fire damage.
12 fire damage to the big guy. All right. So then that
That's
means
my turn.
Adrien, it's your turn.
Big guy. Is he surrounded by any of his underlings?
There are, I believe, two of them that are still next to him that haven't darted forward yet.
Okay, I'm going to cast Enemies Abound on him.
On him.
Yeah,
All right.
Intelligence 16.
Intelligence 16.
Can it reach that far?
Enemies Abound is 120 feet.
Holy shit. Hell yeah. I thought it was only 90.
Oh, he gets a 17.
Damn it! Why am I not?
Wait, what's
Silvery barbs.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
12.
Boom. Fuck you, dude. I'll give it to Chauncey.
Wait, what?
All right. So enemies abound. It's not, there's no immediate action. It's just he believes that everything around him is an enemy and he has to kill it. Correct?
You reach blah blah blah. Automatic, like, if you on a failed save, the target loses the ability to distinguish friend from foe regarding all creatures it can see as enemies until the spell ends. Each time the target takes damage, it can repeat the same throw. Blah blah blah. Um, yeah, basically.
Yeah,
All right,
I want to
cool.
say on an effective creature's turn, it has to use its action to attack the closest creature to it, is the deal.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. All right. So is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I don't really have bonus actions.
Cool. Uh, it's now this guy's go. And he is going to, yes, he's going to reach up towards the clouds as they begin to swirl and lightning begins to flash as a bolt of lightning comes straight down and strikes in between the two underlings that are standing next to him and zaps them. So they have to make a saving throw. Let me check it real quick as
I
he
love this
casts Call
spell.
Lightning on him, on his underlings. Let me flip over to Call Lightning real quick.
Get some water.
It's here somewhere. They have to make a Dex saving throw or take 3d10 lightning damage. They're not speedy. That's a failure. And I believe that is a failure. Yes, it is indeed a failure. So both of them are going to take 3d10 lightning damage.
I don't hate that.
That's not a d10. This is a d10.
Those aren't spirit.
Oh, no.
These are spirit fingers.
Oh, no. That's going to be 24 points of damage to both of them as
Boy,
he fries them. So these things are not looking too good.
I doubt they have they're very happy about it.
No, they're not. Which means I skipped one of them.
Eh.
No, I didn't. I dealt damage to the wrong one. That's fine. Whatever. So the other two are going to flee from their master. They're going to dash forward and they're going to uh one of them is going to take an opportunity attack with his thunderous touch. And that definitely succeeds. So he's going to take 5d10 thunder damage.
jeez.
This thing is insane.
Wait a minute. He gets multi-attack?
No, he only gets one attack, but the one attack
Oh.
deals 5d10 thunder damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was still the big guy attacking.
It is the big guy attacking, but he's using his reaction because the
Ah,
others moved away from him
they
and
ran
he's enemy
away.
abounded, so he uses his
Got it.
thunderous touch.
Got it.
So
Got it.
that one's, well, it didn't really matter. That one's dead.
Shit.
He kills one of his own sea spawn. The other one flees successfully, running forward and is going to run past Chauncey. Unfortunately, since we haven't reached Chauncey's next turn, he doesn't have a reaction to kill it yet. So that's the end. And the creature that was last in initiative was murderized by his own master. So
Cool.
we are back up to the top with Chauncey.
Okay, so I have the two in front of me and one a little bit to the side that I stopped by hitting it, right?
And another one.
And another one. You have four of them around you.
Yep.
Since the other one fled and used its dash action to get away from its master, who was trying to kill it.
Okay, I'm going to start doing my best impression of the hit movie signs and swing away. First attack on the one to my right in front of me is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit. These things are not hard to hit. They're ugly, naked little men.
Oh, you got an advantage.
I got. Oh, I do have do I have to use it on the first one?
I think it is the first one.
Okay, let's see if I roll a nat 20 on it. I don't.
Just ugly, naked little man.
So 12, that's 17 points of damage on that one.
Yep, that one's dead.
We're gonna move right down the line to the one to its left. Swing away, Chauncey. That's a 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. What we got here? That's 19 points of damage on that one.
It's dead.
I get an extra attack because of being hasted, so I'm gonna swing on the third one. That's a 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's going to be 17 points of damage on that one.
It's dead.
Surprise.
Chauncey's just fucking parkouring with his fire maul in the middle of the thing, swinging it around like a stripper pole. It's fun. We're
Love
gonna
it.
end it with just like Lovey May doing a cunty kick to the last one's face.
Yep.
Jumping up alongside him. Oh, that one might not hit. Plus my spellcasting ability modifier. Oh, never mind. That's probably gonna hit. It's a 17.
That hits.
I'm
Cunty
gonna
kick.
take 8 points of damage though.
That is exactly lethal.
A
She
28
takes its
points
head
of
off.
damage. Just
Yep, she takes its head off as you go spinning around, just slamming your hammer down and smashing all of them.
Well, we haven't used
And
our movement yet. So Lovey May and I are just moving forward towards the big guy.
they're all dead, right? All four of them
yes,
just died. Yeah.
yes, all
Yes.
four of them just died.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
Yes.
Efficiency matters.
Cool. Cool.
Mhm.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm gonna technically Chauncey could reach the big guy at this point, and he's actually gonna do that just to be well, no. So the big guy's about 50 feet away, right? From where I wound
Yes.
up, because he was
Yes.
90.
Hmm.
You know what? Screw it. Yeah, Chauncey's gonna move up, and Lovey May's about 10 feet behind him. He doesn't get her reaction, but whatever.
All right. Cool. So that is the end of Chauncey's turn, which means it is Marcus's turn next.
Oh, okay. And I only moved 10 feet
I think so,
out of the
yes.
wagon.
Which means you're 80 feet away.
Chauncey got all the way up there?
Chauncey's hasted, so his movement speed's doubled.
Yeah, no, I'm just confirming.
Yeah, Chauncey's like right up next to the big spooky electric man.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
Big spooky
So
electric
if
man.
I move up another 30, that would put me within 50 feet of what's his tits.
That is correct.
That's a decent range. Okay, so we're gonna run up a 30, and then see what are we gonna do to this bastard. Can we maybe just insult him and call him a stinky octopus sushi man, or I don't know, something.
Is there sushi in this world? This is an important question.
I mean, there's eel pie, so I would assume yes.
I'll tell him that his mother smelled of rotten fish and his father was a hamster. His mother smelled of elderberries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mother smells like mulberry, I think.
So I do
Blueberries.
need a wisdom saving throw. That's a vicious mockery.
A wisdom saving throw. He actually has a positive for this one.
Oh, then
that
I
doesn't
guess we'll
help.
unsettling words.
That doesn't help because he rolled a 2, so he gets a 4.
I'll take it. That is 5 points of psychic damage. And he has disadvantage on his next attack. And then I'll give the bardic inspiration to Chauncey.
Does he need it though?
I mean,
You never
crit
know.
fishing is fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crit fishing is fun, or well, more importantly, saving throws are kind of important.
Also true.
Yep. So we're followed by Jed, then Adrien,
Cool.
then the monster.
Yep.
I'm
Nobody got hit yet, right?
Oh.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a third level scorching ray
Cool.
and sling in because the big guy is the only one left, right?
Yes, all of the
Yep.
other ones are dead.
Cool.
Yup.
I'm gonna do
For
all.
calamari.
How many do I get? I get four bolts.
Oh, if you upcast it by 1, then yeah, you get 4.
Yeah. So yeah, all 4 of those going at him. The
Cool.
first one is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. That means I
Nice.
don't think I rolled a 5 on that. So
Yeah, I think you're good.
Probably good. That one hits. That one hits.
Yeah, they do.
And
Yeah,
that
they
one
do.
also. They all hit.
Yeah, they sure do.
All right. So the first bolt does 10 fire damage.
Yup.
The second bolt does 13 fire damage, so we're at 23.
Mm-hmm.
The third bolt does 12, so
12.
we're at 35.
Mm-hmm.
And the fourth bolt does 15, so we're at 50.
50.
Oof.
Straight up 50 off a scorching ray. Nice.
And if he, well, before we do that, we'll quicken spell a firebolt.
Because why not?
So that's a 21 to hit. So he's
That'll
taking
Yup.
11 more damage. That's 61 fire damage in total.
And he is dead as you bombard him with fire.
Okay, so just above game real quick. That's 2 for 2 on clean sweeps of things approaching the wagon.
It
Like,
is.
That's 2 for 2.
Oh, maybe I
Just
can
clean
skin
this
this
guy.
one too.
He almost reminds me of that kid from the
Oh,
Pokemon
skin
game.
this one.
Chauncey, this one could talk.
So this guy, he almost reminds me of the kid from the Pokemon game who always wants to challenge you, and you
Yeah.
just destroy him with the freaking.
Close combat.
Yeah.
Jed didn't even leave the wagon for this.
Yeah.
Neither did Adrien.
Yeah.
Chauncey, are we done up there?
Chauncey's like slightly tweaking out on haste right now. Like his animation motion is a few 2 frames fast for everybody else.
Chauncey, I can see what you're thinking. No, you can't skin this one.
Oh,
We just need to make a blanket rule. If it can talk, you don't get to skin it.
I'm
Can I
never going
eat
to
it?
live that one down, am I?
nope.
Chauncey's gonna dash back to the cart with haste, so it's just too fast.
Ooh, all right.
Marcus's face just is on backwards for a second, just spun around. Oh shit!
And then I'm gonna collapse exhausted in the back of the cart because when haste goes off, you're exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
But Jedidiah, would you mind if I eat him?
I'm sorry.
The
What?
dead guy? I mean,
Yeah.
are you gonna
No.
like drink his blood, or are you gonna like
No,
cut him into a
calamari.
steak? Or a calamari, I guess.
Oh,
Jesus
For
Christ.
God, why?
We
Oh,
have food.
We don't have to eat sentient creatures.
What can I say? I'm an exotic
Like, I know you're a
connoisseur.
Dhampir and you're used to like drinking blood and things.
Okay, but there's a line. There's a very clear line.
So,
Yeah, I'm on Marcus's side with this one, but you're an adult man, Adrien, and if you can eat him in the time it takes for the cart to go past him, be my guest.
Oh my God.
what would be the check for this?
Oh.
Are you trying to actually physically eat him, or are you just
Gonna
taking
throw
a bite and drinking his blood?
Eat him.
Oh God.
Think about how fast it takes for you to eat, a burger. It's going to be, you're not going to be able to eat him in the time it takes for the cart
a
to
whole
get
man.
ahead.
Not all of him.
He is I believe I confirmed he was 9 feet tall.
Oh.
Oh, he was 9 feet tall.
He wasn't like a short, like 4-foot gnome that maybe you could make some excuses for. He is a 9-foot tall man.
All right. In that case, I'm just gonna go over and cut his arm off.
Can I persuasion check him to maybe not do that and get back in the cart so we can just get the fuck out of here? Yeah, let's just say that. Get the fuck back in the cart so we can get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna say that.
What would be the saving throw?
I guess just charisma.
Rolled a 19.
I rolled a 6.
Boom.
Yeah, this guy is just too big to try and eat in one go, and trying to cut the arm off is just going to be a lot of hassle. It's just easier to get in the cart and go.
Adrien goes into the back of the car and just sulks. He's like, I never get to do anything I want.
Well, then I guess just pout.
Does anyone have any theories on how those things wound up here in the first place?
Does the storm stay in the sky now that we've killed this guy?
Yes, it does.
Well, my guess would it be it has something to do with that. He says, just kind of gesturing upward.
Mm-hmm.
In the back, Adrien says, if I ate his brain, I could have figured it out.
Yeah, and if your aunt was your uncle, or if your aunt had balls, she'd be your uncle.
I mean, Chauncey's just gonna be like, if my theory's correct and it's the gunpowder witches, we could have more problems than we initially anticipated.
I mean, it seems like everything we've been doing has been involving them somehow, so
They're directly attacking the weave for who knows why. Oh, chaos.
Well, that'd do it right there. This
Um,
whole, broken weather situation.
we should probably put a stop to them sooner rather than later.
Ain't not much left to do now but trundle along. Yeah. I'm gonna like slap one of the horses.
All right. So you all begin to trundle forward. The sky continues to grow even darker. There's flashes of lightning in the sky. The water is beginning to get deep. The road is practically the only thing that's above water at this point, and it is mud. These horses are struggling as they're sloshing through the mud. And soon there's a surge of water.
Oof.
Two of them racing towards you, seemingly from
Uh,
opposite angles, as they begin to swirl and leap. These are not natural waves.
okay, don't know if the cart's gonna hang up to that. Hold on.
These things
yeah.
splash onto the road, and the waves curl up and begin to slap the
Uh-oh.
wagon. And I'm going to make
And they take out
an
Spencer's internet.
attack roll against the wagon.
Ooh.
After this attack roll, could I start using mold earth to try to like create walls around the wagon?
And then could I do Ray of Frost to reinforce them?
I mean, you can certainly try. They didn't do a great job. They smash into the wagon. It rocks back and forth. The horses buck and neigh. If anyone would like to make an Arcana or
Oh,
Nature
is this
check,
me
they
now?
certainly may.
I'll do that.
I will do a sure nature check. Why the fuck not? We have half prof. That's a 9.
Uh,
Got
I'll
a
do an
16 on Arcana.
I have the same modifier for both of them because I've got proficiency in both. I got a 26.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, I think
Sorry. My video froze for a moment.
You're good.
it's okay. You're back now.
Am I rolling for initiative?
No, right now you're just rolling and either an Arcana or Nature check if you want to.
Yeah.
All
You
right,
don't have to.
Arcana. That's gonna be a 16.
All right. So, everyone except for Marcus, you can tell these are water elementals,
Cool.
and
You
they have
don't
just
say.
attacked your wagon. Um, so yep, everybody roll initiative.
What in the Amarillo equivalent of Tar Nation?
I got a 15.
Oof, these things did not roll well. 15 for Adrien,
Oh, piss.
Ooh, I did
Got an-
good.
I got an 8.
I
It was
got a
like right
20.
on. It was like right on 12, and then boop.
20 for Jed,
Even with Gift of Velocity, I got less than Jed. I got a 19.
19 for Chauncey. And what did Marcus get?
An 8.
8.
Yay, slow support.
Well, these things rolled worse. So surprisingly, Jed, you're up first, followed by Chauncey, then Adrien.
How many of these things are there?
2 of them.
Okay. I'm a summon
Yep.
my shadow spawn.
You do that.
And I'll put him right next to one of them.
All right.
And then also quicken a firebolt.
Awesome. That's
That's
interesting.
a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Sweet. And they're gonna take 20 fire damage.
Woof. As you launch this firebolt into this thing's body, it hisses and sizzles as part of it bubbles away.
Cool.
Ooh.
Does that Mean a
No, it
resistance
just
or a weakness, or just a flavor? Is it a
it's
fun
just
flavor?
flavor. It's just flavor,
Fun.
sorry. But I mean,
And
that's
then
what
my
happens when
shadow
you hit
spawn.
fire with water.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
want to make them boil. My shadow spawn will also attack.
All right.
Um, so he gets a plus fucking what? Okay, there hit. Oh, plus my spell attack modifier. Right. Okay. So he gets a 17 to hit,
That'll hit.
and then it's 1d12 plus junk plus 6. All right, so that is 10 plus 6, 16 cold damage.
All right. As your shadow
That's
spawn swipes through the water. So next up is Chauncey.
Since they're right next to the cart, I'm just gonna hop out of the cart with Pyre Maul drawn, and we'll go with the one that the shadow spawn's not on. So I'm gonna swing away. That is a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Do I need to divide my not, or do I need to divide my bludgeoning or my fire damage?
Nope, because your bludgeoning is magical.
Hell yeah. Ooh, that's a ooh shit, girl. Okay.
All right.
That's
Okay.
26 damage on the first hit. I got a lot of sixes that time.
Oh
Nice.
my goodness. I'll say.
We stand.
Next attack. That's a 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
Way worse damage. I'd love to see it.
Thank you.
13 points of damage on that one.
Hey, damage is damage.
Bonus action, Talipo from the top of the cart is going to launch a little force start at the one Chauncey's attacking.
Pew pew.
She's gonna get a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's gonna be 6 points of force damage.
All right.
Lovey May is next to Chauncey, just for her reaction purposes, but she's technically taking the dodge action for herself.
Cool. All right. So now, Adrien, it's your turn, followed by both of the elementals and then Marcus.
Yay.
So, which of these elementals is closest to me?
Uh, what side of the card are you on?
Right.
Let's see, I went into the back. I was probably sitting against the right side.
So the one on the right that Chauncey's attacking.
Yeah, I guess. Um, 1 second. Blah blah blah. Um, I'm just trying to see if like being attacked affects the spell. Um, I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Killer.
Oh, all right.
I'm curious to see like what this could possibly be afraid of. It's a Wisdom 16.
Wisdom 16. Yep, it definitely fails that saving throw. Although I don't think you technically see what the thing is.
Whatever.
You just create it and it sees it in its mind. So it failed. So you get to roll psychic damage against this thing.
That is gonna be 17 psychic damage.
17 psychic damage.
Nice.
Not bad. It is now frightened of the thing that you have conjured. You don't know what it is. So unless you have bonus action, the
It's just
other
a really
two.
it's just a really dry towel.
All right.
Beautiful.
So first up is going to be the one that is fighting Jed and his shadow spawn. So it's going to use 5 feet of movement to move forward and enter your shadow spawn space, and then it is going to attempt to whelm. So your shadow spawn needs to make a DC 15 strength saving throw, please.
Let's see how good he is at that. Not very. All right. D20. Well, it's gonna be good if I roll a natural 19 plus 1, so it's a 20.
All right. So, as this water elemental tries to whelm your shadow spawn, it backs up a little bit as the water swooshes back into place, and that is the end of its turn. However, the other one is also going to try and whelm you, Chauncey, so make me that strength saving throw.
Do it.
Does haste help with strength saving throws or just dex?
Just Dex, I think.
It's just Dex.
Lame. Oh, 19.
All right, so you
That'll work.
also save as this thing lunges for you, trying to wrap its watery tendrils around you, and you just back up, and the water sloshes back into place. And now we get to Marcus.
Yay! Okay, what the hell am I gonna do? Ooh, we have two beautiful targets. Screw it. I'm just gonna frostbite him. I'll run up to the, I don't know, let's say the one on my right, or the viewers left. I don't fucking know. Constitution saving throw?
All right. Surprisingly, it doesn't have. Oh, it has great constitution.
Oh, fantastic.
Not if it rolls a 7.
I'll take that.
So that's 11.
Nope. Okay, yay! 1d6. Nope, that's 2d6 cold damage, actually. Let's get off of it. Get off. There we go. Okay. Cool. Almost max. It's gonna take 11 cold damage. And bonus action, let's Bardic Inspiration Jed.
All right. So we are back up to the top with Jed, followed by Chauncey, then Adrien.
All right. So how is this fight arranged? Is there any way for me to angle a fireball without hitting my friends?
Yes, but you can only hit one of the water
Well,
elementals.
that's no fun. I'll just Scorching Ray then. All right, 3rd level Scorching Ray. And I'm gonna put all of them into the same one I've been attacking.
Yes, I figured.
Do it.
All right, first one is a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Second one is a 27 to hit. The
That'll
third
hit.
one is a 21 to hit. The
That'll
fourth
hit.
one is a 24 to hit.
That'll
Okay.
hit. You're
All
uncasting
right.
it?
Yes.
Okay.
Boil them away.
And so the first one does 10 fire damage. The second one does 16 fire damage, so we're
Ooh.
at 26.
Uh-huh.
The third one does 11, so we're at 37. The fourth one does 9, so we are at 45.
This one is not looking too good.
You can have that
Firebolt.
extra D8 if you want it.
Oh yeah, we'll do my firebolt.
Yeah, I was like, might as well just throw it on the damage at this
Yeah,
point.
right.
They're squishy.
So there's a 27 to hit, and that is 12 fire damage. And hell yeah, fuck it, we'll put that Bardic on there too.
All right.
It's 5. So that is 17 fire damage.
All right. This thing does not look like it is doing too good.
I was hoping
I
for
think-
death.
Yeah, I think Jedi like just fire, and it's like this thing's still fucking alive? Are
Yeah,
you
right.
kidding me?
These things are strong. All right. Chauncey, followed by Adrien.
First swing on the one I'm up against is a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's going to be...
Oh, I forgot my shadow spawn.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
It's not your turn yet, Chauncey.
God.
Well, my shadow spawn rolled a natural 1 to hit, so never mind.
Okay.
And it's Chauncey's turn.
All right.
Oh god. Okay, so
First
that's
swing of the hammer.
19 points of damage.
All right.
Second swing. Oh, god damn it. I'll pick that D20 up later. Oh, that one might not hit. Let me see. What is it? It's plus. That's a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Oh
Fucking
shit.
sweet.
I rolled a 4.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
Okay, that's pretty good damage. We don't hate to see that. That is 24 points of damage on that hit.
Good Lord. Um, yeah, it's dead. You smash it, and it boils away
oh,
as your hammer
whacking water
sinks
with
through
hammer.
it.
You hammer water to death? That makes
Right.
sense in some
Yeah.
reality.
Yep.
Chauncey and Lovey May are going to use their movement to get over to the other one that Jed's been attacking. And we're going to have, fuck it. We're going to have Talipo on the roof shoot it with a dart. With my
All right.
Dart that bitch.
19, not a 20. So
That'll
technically
hit.
it's 20 something to hit. Oh, 4 plus 4 is 8 points of force damage.
Yes, it is.
All right. This thing is also not looking too good. And is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, action, bonus action, all that jazz is done.
All right, Adrian, let's take it on home. Your phantasmal force has indeed ended. Um, but there's only one water elemental left. What you
I'm gonna
doing?
firebolt it.
All right, roll the
Take
hit.
That is going to be a 16.
That'll hit. Roll the damage.
That is 13 damage.
You kill it as your firebolt passes through it. It boils away and it has completely died. All right.
The area just turned into a sauna.
There is a lot of steam rising from the ground, but it is still pretty cold and wet. And it, at this point, starts drizzling as the storm is still overhead.
Mother God.
How are the horses doing with us getting attacked all these times, by the way?
They are
I'm just
panicking.
so traumatized.
They are
And I like,
panicking, and unfortunately, they are not Cinnamon or Sugar Dust who are used to this happening, as you've taken them out a lot. They are horses provided to you by the Night Riders.
Who has good animal handling?
I was gonna say,
Oh,
I can I animal handling to try to calm them down.
You certainly can.
Do I look like I
15.
handle animals?
Okay, yeah.
I don't know.
Uh,
We'll go up front and like shush them a little bit. I don't know how you do horses. Pet them on the side of their face bit thing area.
it takes a bit of coaxing, but eventually they do calm down.
Chauncey's gonna climb into the back from the back like a wet dog. And just be like dripping everywhere in the back of the cart.
Yep.
Chauncey.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna prestidigitate that away.
Not everybody can fight from inside the cart, guys.
It's okay. It's okay. I know. I know.
I can't cast hammer from inside the cart.
you could. It just wouldn't be advised.
You can cast
Really
it
wouldn't be
once.
advised.
Yeah.
I mean, I can.
Yeah.
Like, can you shoot water?
Well, apparently you can burn it.
Good point.
I find that
Boil
if you
it.
try
You can
hard enough,
boil
you can
it.
burn just about anything.
I've heard tell.
He's. I'm not even going to make that joke. That's too easy.
Yeah. Any rate, I certainly don't remember the roads being this dangerous last time I passed through.
Or this
Um,
waterlogged.
I
Could
was
I do a history or whatever check to like divide like what's going on here?
Sure, you most certainly can.
That mother God, 12.
It's probably more than a control weather spell. Uh, it is a variety of things. It could be you've crossed into another demiplane, or another demiplane has crossed into this one, or other strange natural phenomenon. Perhaps it's another giant castle. Who knows? Um, but there's a lot of things it could be, but this is definitely magical and not natural.
Fantastic.
So I guess on to the next level.
Further into the storm, such as it were.
All right. You begin traveling along. The waves seem to be getting choppier. They seem to be knocking over the wheat that is beginning to slosh on the surface. Um, as these waves are just smashing into everything. The road, even at some point, begins to go underwater. Fog begins to rise from the ground. This is looking more and more just like a straight up ocean by the minute.
I don't know if I said this to y'all before, but I ain't great at swimming.
Can you turn to someone who is?
Um, nope, no takers. Well, shit. Well, the horses seem to be doing okay. I can't say the same for the wagon. Don't hold up that long.
Oh, don't. Chauncey's gonna just, he's gonna pull a screwdriver out of his bag, twist it, and there's just like a flash of light as it starts turning into various wood making tool or wood carving and various tools. He's like, I'll take care of the cart. Um, he's gonna patch up and I don't know, internally just monitor the cart because he can do that with his all-purpose tool. You
All
know,
right. I will allow you to make a tool check
hell yeah.
to keep the cart together.
I will guidance myself on the check. I do get to add plus, like, is this going to be intelligence based?
I'm going to say yes, it would be intelligence based.
Cool. Oh, okay. So 7 plus 3 off the guidance is 10. And I double my proficiency with tools that I'm proficient in. So that's what? Plus 13, 23.
Okay. Yeah, it's really simple to monitor this cart, to find all of the weak points. This thing was built for land travel, so obviously the boards are going to need to be seen to prevent water from getting in. Um, you're probably going to need to stick something between the wood and the high and the canvas that makes the roof, possibly reinforcing the door at the back that kind of flips downward. Um, just making sure that all of those are intact. Um, and yeah, it's pretty successful. You keep
Damn.
trundling along. I'm going to say it is about an hour of trundling through relatively shallow seawater. It doesn't get up past the horse's knees. It's a little bit hard to drag this cart through the mud for them. They're probably going to need a rest at some point, but it is ocean as far as the eye can see. And
Ew.
after about maybe an hour, you see something looming in the distance, a great shadow of something.
Great.
Um, hey, y'all. There's a what is it?
I mean, if you'd like to make a perception check, you certainly can. I'm going to do that at this point because these horses are starting to slow down a little bit.
Oh, come the fuck
No,
on.
I'm gonna toss Marcus a pair of binoculars, aka I'm casting guidance on him to add a D4.
Well, that's great because I rolled a natural one. I have a fucking plus 10. I rolled a natural one. So
I got a 16.
All right. With that 16, Adrien, as you stare out into the fog and through the rain, a convenient flash of lightning makes shapes a little bit easier to detect. It's a flag on a mast with sails. It's a full-on ship.
Oh, for fuck. Okay. Well, I
So
was.
guys, so guys, we're either really screwed or really lucky because there's a ship coming for us.
Oh, cool. Pirates.
Well, we don't know that. We can I see if it's a pirate ship?
I'm gonna say at this time the ship is too far away. It's too shrouded in mist and fog. Um,
I will bet you 5,000 gold that it's pirates.
Um, yeah, I don't have that kind of money right now.
what do you mean?
I was gonna say we literally like all do.
Oh, right, never mind.
Colton, you're
You-
muted.
so but in my mind, I was in my other campaign. Um, so no, I'm good. I'm good.
Just like any amount of money says it's fucking pirates.
All right. The horses are still pulling this cart through the mud. Somehow the road hasn't dipped below, too far below water level. The water still hasn't quite come up to the bottom of the cart yet. But eventually you begin to make your way through the fog, and the ship becomes more and more visible. And eventually you see the flag up top snapping in the wind. It is indeed a black flag with two crossed swords and a skull sitting on top with elongated canine teeth and a bandana on.
What did I
Yeah,
say?
it's a good thing I did bet.
What the heck? Are they werewolf pirates?
They might be vampire pirates.
Can it vampire pirates? That's long canine teeth. I thought canines.
Yeah, anyone would think like, yeah, werewolf.
Sure. Yeah. No, that
Um,
the vampire thing definitely makes more sense.
Along the
Vampirates.
side of the ship, you see the name. The name of the ship is the Beldam.
Yep.
History check?
Yes.
oh yeah, history check, big time. I rolled a natural one.
Eh,
I got an 18.
I
Yeah.
got a 23.
Fuck it. 7.
Oof. Um, so none of you have heard of this pirate ship before.
Not even with a 23?
No,
Jesus.
Okay.
not a single one of you has heard of this pirate ship at all.
So a
that-
bunch of vampires just summoned an ocean in the middle of nowhere just to have?
Maybe. Chauncey's gonna cast aid on the squishies once we get closer. So everybody gets 5 hit points added to their maximum hit point total.
Cool. I'll
Cool.
tell Adrien once he gets back from the bathroom. Um, so yeah, as the ship gets closer and closer and closer, you notice on the deck, it's actually interestingly not vampires. You see a lot of sort of things climbing up and down the sort of rigging, moving ropes and things of that nature. They are either bright blue or bright green with a sort of ridge that goes from the top of their head down their back a little bit. And you can swear you see tiny little arms on either side of their bodies along with their regular arms. They also have these long fish-like tails that sprout from their backs. But they are relatively humanoid, but they're more fish-like than human.
Well, that's just a misleading flag.
I certainly doesn't look like anything I've ever seen before. You can be sure of that.
The skull should be like fishy or something.
I don't. Your problem is with the flag?
Well, it's just the branding isn't there.
Maybe they have very sharp teeth.
Just like two super sharp canines. Anyone's gonna look at that and think vampire, not fish people.
Is this how y'all always are?
I know you're tucked away for most of this, Marcus, but generally, yes.
I mean,
Oh, so
goddamn.
anything with 2 sharp teeth has to be a vampire, huh?
Yes! Like, that is obviously the iconography that makes people think of vampires.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's
I see
just
how
go
it
out
is.
there and tell them how bad their branding is, and maybe we can offer to assist.
Somebody here wasn't complaining about two sharp teeth the other night. All I'm saying.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying this is the imagery that we're working with.
Well, shit, I missed a lot, didn't I?
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
I thought you all knew everything each other knew.
Only if we decide to talk. Shit. That's a fun one. But anyway, I think you were saying something about needing to correct their image.
I mean, we're probably just gonna have to kill them, I would guess.
Yeah, I mean the image of them dead sounds pretty decent.
Yeah.
So we're
Mhm.
not gonna any attempt at diplomacy, no?
See, Chauncey, look at the situation.
They're
We're
fishermen.
I mean, I'm
in a
not saying
landlocked place, standing on an ocean with a bunch of fish, like pirates. I just don't see a possibility of this going any other direction.
I know, I know. I just and mind you, I am capable of acts of great violence with ease, but I
Oh,
just figured I'd ask.
thinking back to literally 2 hours prior when he just murdered 5 things all at once with a hammer. Just yes.
So how are we gonna
yeah.
do this?
Why do
Well,
we have
it
to
is a
keep getting tangled up in bullshit? Like, this is just not even what we're here for. Fish pirates? Is this even related to the gunpowder witches? Which is like,
I mean,
couldn't even make it a single day's travel.
theoretically, if they are attacking the weave, it could cause all sorts of strange phenomena to occur, including transportation of fish
yeah.
pirates.
Just once, I would like to just like go to a place and just be unaccosted on the way there
Hmm.
by
I would
strange magical nonsense.
I would appreciate some more sewing time on the road. We haven't had any in a
I
while.
would like to spend 5 goddamn minutes in Drake's fridge. Like, please.
Well, good luck. We're gonna have to sail our way back there at this point.
Well, we need a boat, and there's one right in front of us.
Well, I guess he's got a point there.
How are we going to get over to the boat?
Again, not great at the swimming.
Yeah.
I mean, if we keep going forward, the horse is going to run into the boat.
It's an ocean, right? Like we're gonna get to a point where the horses can't keep
Yeah.
going, right?
I mean, there is a possibility. It's been a pretty long time since the dirt kind of disappeared under the surface of the water, but it hasn't really gotten much deeper.
It was just like a
So
weird magic boat situation.
the boat
It's
might be like shanghaied or stuck in dirt on the
Is it
bottom.
sailing around or is it
it's still.
okay?
The boat's stuck.
So we're really gonna ride our horses up to a boat. All right, fuck it.
I mean, do we want to just go around? Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not thrilled by that idea.
Yeah.
I don't know
So
if the horse
does
is
this seem to be like the origin point of this storm? Are we in the thickest part of it, or is this
Make me a nature or arcana check.
Can I do it for him or with him?
Sure.
I'm just better at those. So, which one are you doing?
wow, I'm doing Arcana.
I'll do nature.
I got a 17.
I was testing you. I got a 16.
Wow. I'm actually smarter than you.
Guidance?
Oh no, Daddy and
Um,
Daddy are fighting again.
yeah, right.
Um, so yeah, it does seem to be the thickest part of the storm thus far.
So
It is also one of the most complex things that are around. You fought a couple of people in a cornfield, well, a wheat field, and 2 water elementals, and then you get to this thing, which is a big old boat
Hmm.
in an ocean. There is a good possibility that something magical may be involved with the boat.
cool. All right. I guess we're fighting fish pirates.
Great. Form the boarding party.
Chauncey's gonna think for a minute. And he's gonna be like, tactically, I suppose, and he's just gonna reach out and just he's gonna touch the side of Adrien's head, just like poke it gently, as he's gonna cast Gift of Alacrity on Adrien.
Cool, and that lasts 8 hours, I
It lasts
believe.
8 hours. Chauncey gets a free one once per day because of his feet, but he can also just use spell slots to cast it.
Yeah.
So
Now
what's more?
you get a gift. You're under Gift of Alacrity, so you get to add a D8 to your
Initiative.
initiative rolls.
Yay!
Yep.
I'm gonna resummon my shadow spawn
All right, how long does that last?
an hour.
Cool. All right, so how are you getting over to this boat?
I guess we'll ride the horses as far as we can, right?
All right. So you kind of wrangle the horses to go into the water, and at this point, the water does come up about halfway up the cart. The horses, they're submerged almost up to their shoulders in water as they're still clearly walking on something, but there's that desire to swim, but yet the ground is so close. It's a bit confusing for these horses, but they manage to ride their way over to the boat, and you come up alongside the boat, and there is indeed a rope ladder that is hanging down along the side of the boat. Or, well, the ship, I should say.
Well, hey, look at that.
That's convenient.
All right, how are we gonna do this?
Oh God, do we have to? I mean, maybe if we shimmy over on the horses and then scooch up to the ladder, the water don't look that deep. As long as you don't look, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Here, you can ride on Lovey May's shoulders.
Oh my God.
Okay.
She's
Mhm.
only like 4 feet. No, she's like 5 feet
Oh.
tall. Her head's probably barely above the water.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. This is fun. Just robot piggyback ride. We'll do it. Like,
Jedidiah is gonna
full grown
use his
adult male.
boots of flight to just fly out of the carriage.
Oh yeah, you have those.
So wait, how far
Would be
from
able to
the?
just-
Sorry.
I feel like Adrien would be able to just like walk up the side of the boat.
Wait, we can both do that because of spider climb.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
only
Lovey
Marcus
May's
and
gonna
Lovey
escort
May.
Marcus up the road.
Yeah.
All right. So you all manage to make your way somehow through your various methods onto the deck. The creatures on deck don't seem immediately hostile. Um, but they do all kind of look at you, and one of them that had its back turned, it's surprisingly bigger than the rest of them and gray. So it stands up and turns, probably about 10 feet tall. This huge man with a shark fin poking out of his back and two shark heads that all look towards you. He crosses his huge muscular arms and just, well, what you doing on our ship? You got business with the dread pirate Vivian? And
What
that
is
is
this?
where we're going to end this session. So join us next week as we find out what is happening with the dread pirate Vivian. I will see you all next week, and I will see the rest of you in about 5 minutes.